Hello, we're back again with more readings in African history. Today we're going back to the 6th century before the era of Islamic Arabic writings on sub-Saharan Africa. Today's reading will be just two brief passages from John of Biclar. He was born in Lusitania in 540 AD, but ended up in Constantinople. And he briefly wrote in his chronicle some mentions of the Garamantes and the Nubian region. Let's begin. In the 3rd year of Emperor Justin, 568 AD, the Garamantes sent a delegation expressing their wish to live under the peace of the Roman Empire and to embrace the Christian religion. They were soon granted both requests. In the 7th year of Emperor Justin, 573 AD, which is the 5th of King Leovigild, delegates of the people of the Makuria arrived at Constantinople. They brought the Emperor Justin presents consisting of elephant tusk, a giraffe, and stated their friendship with the Romans. So why are we reading these two paragraphs? Well, in connection with our earlier video about the possibility of Byzantine and Christian involvement with trans-Saharan trade through an oasis route to the west of Aswan and Nubia, this passage from the John of Biclar seems to indicate that the Christianization of the Garamantes may have been linked to this project. After all, through that western route through the oases, one could have reached the Fezzan and Kawar region, and we know the Fezzan was still dominated by the Garamantes even in the 6th century, although our references are slight for that. So one wonders if part of the Christianization of the Garamantes was linked to Byzantine interest in trans-Saharan trade. Clearly the Byzantine conversion, or Byzantine interest in investment in the conversion of Nubia in the 6th century was linked to economic, political, and religious interest in northeastern Africa and eastern Africa, as the Christianization of Nubia would have facilitated relations with the Aksamites, perhaps, as well as trade through Egypt and the Red Sea region. But also, the Christianization of Nubia and the Garamantes could have also meant safer route or passage to the west through Egypt to get to the Fezzan and Kawar region. So one wonders if this could also be linked to some of the so-called early Christian conversions of Berber groups like the Hawara, according to Ibn Khaldun. And then this could also explain why you might have Christian place names like Kasr Umisa and the Kawar. Perhaps the Garamantes, if they actually did convert to Christianity en masse, were linked to these Christian traders from Egypt and perhaps even coming through Nubia. And that would have been part of the early trans-Saharan trade to, I guess, perhaps Kanem and the Niger Valley, or the Niger River region. Perhaps bringing in gold if the Garamantes network expanded that far west and south. And then perhaps also, I suppose, the slave trade and then ostrich feathers and, tropical animals as well coming in through the lands south of the Fezzan, perhaps leading towards what we now call Kanem. Anyway, we shall continue this in a future date. Thank you.